You look at a manufacturer's website, see a price tag, and assume that is what you will pay. In the 2026 luxury watch market, that assumption is a fast way to end up empty-handed. Today, the MSRP functions as an entry ticket to a lottery. It marks the minimum price for a chance at an allocation, rather than a guarantee of a sale. Take the Rolex Daytona. It is the primary example of the gap between pricing theory and market reality. While the retail price sits around $16,900, the 2026 secondary market average has climbed past $35,000. Planning your acquisition around that lower MSRP ignores the mechanics of modern collecting. Hunting for a retail deal based on a listed price is a mathematical trap. Consider the Rolex Submariner. You have a $10,050 retail price competing against a $14,000 street price. This $4,000 gap creates a strict decision for anyone trying to put this specific piece of steel on their wrist. You can join the Authorized Dealer network and wait for years, or you can pay the secondary market premium and wear the watch tomorrow. The only objective way to choose your path is to calculate your exact return on investment. This diagram breaks down that ROI into 3 distinct variables: capital, time, and liquidity. The time variable is the single most expensive factor in modern watch collecting, yet it is the one buyers routinely leave out of their math. The true cost of your watch is never printed on the tag. It is determined by the friction required to acquire it. Top-tier brands like Rolex and Patek Philippe intentionally cap their production runs. They limit supply to maintain the prestige of the brand. Because demand far outstrips supply, the authorized dealer acts as a gatekeeper, using a waitlist to filter out most potential buyers. Moving off that waitlist requires a specific currency known as relationship equity. This equation shows the math behind that equity. To buy a $10,000 steel sports model at retail, you often need a $50,000 spend history. Adding that purchase history to the MSRP, your actual retail cost far exceeds the sticker price. You are tying up massive amounts of cash just to earn the right to spend more cash later. That tied-up capital often goes into less desirable gold watches or diamond jewelry that you never actually wanted. If your only goal is a single steel sports watch, the authorized dealer path is a disastrous allocation of your capital. By early 2026, 2 macroeconomic shifts changed the retail math. This chart tracks the rising retail floor. With U.S. tariffs on Swiss goods stabilizing at 15%, brands adjusted their pricing. Rolex passed those costs along with a 7% price hike in January. The expected discount of waiting on a list is evaporating. Simultaneously, gold spot prices surged toward $5,500 an ounce. These raw material costs pushed the retail prices of precious metal watches into completely new brackets. If you commit to a 5-year waitlist today, you are committing to pay the significantly higher retail prices of 2031. These economic pressures demand a serious look at the secondary route. The gray market premium is a straightforward fee paid for immediate access. You skip the wait and acquire the asset today. With platforms like Chrono24 and Watch Charts providing real-time data, the modern secondary market is more transparent than ever. High gray market premiums signal high liquidity. It proves there is intense, ready demand for the asset you hold. This data shows your capital mobility. A highly demanded steel sports watch is effectively cash on the wrist. If your financial situation changes, that liquid asset can be converted back into capital within hours. Swiss Made Corp facilitates this liquidity through direct specialist interaction. By providing direct access to inventory, they offer a controlled environment for buyers to execute the liquidity strategies that modern market data now dictates. Paying an upfront premium to a trusted dealer secures your asset immediately and protects your capital from depreciating in a jewelry case. Combining time, capital, and liquidity allows us to map out the correct strategy. Here is a matrix mapping your timeline against your capital strategy. Let's find your profile. If you have a 5-year horizon and genuinely want to build a collection of gold jewelry along the way, the authorized dealer path is your route. If you are a time-poor optimizer who wants a specific watch on your wrist this week, your strategy belongs on the opposite end of the board. Swiss Made Corp operates exclusively in this immediate access quadrant. Correctly identifying your archetype prevents you from deploying your money into the wrong system entirely. Spending $50,000 on items you don't want just to save $4,000 on a sticker price is mathematically absurd.
Utilizing the modern secondary market allows you to make clean, targeted acquisitions based strictly on your own personal goals. Despite the market volatility, these watches remain incredibly difficult to produce, grounded by exact, meticulous human labor. You reclaim your leverage by partnering with a trusted dealer who respects your capital and your timeline. The gray market premium represents the exact market clearing price of your time. It is the financial realization of immediate ownership.